another view from the van with Paul from Magpie 24/7. Driving strong opinions on everything Newcastle United. Magpie 24/7. By fans, for fans.
How's everybody doing? It is Paul from Magpie 24/7 out and about. I hope everybody is here okay. I know things are, well, two wins in 19. It's beyond difficult and challenging times, but yeah, another match this weekend, and it's another huge make or break 90. This time as we travel down to the other end of the country and play Brighton, who, to be fair, absolutely destroyed us up at Newcastle. Yes, was his second game of the season. Just come off a very decent result down in the capital. Came home and we were absolutely and utterly second best in every bastard department. And you know, with my logical head on, not letting my heart rule this one, I would say that we're going to be in for a lot of the same sort of thing. I've watched them play against Southampton, where they actually beat Southampton at St Mary's. You know, in what is another blow to our chances of staying up. But there comes a time when these players and this management has to stand up for this football club. They have to stop relying on other bastard teams constantly, because they are doing their own stuff for their own team and their own fans, and they are grinding out results. They are getting results. They are beating Liverpool away. You know, they are getting wins against Southampton. Meanwhile, at Newcastle, Steve Bruce, with his fingers in his ears, which is a change from anywhere else where he might stick them, sits there and pretends that everything is rosy in the Newcastle United picture. He's still adamant, still quietly confident that Newcastle will stay up. I wish I was. I really wish I was. But if we are to stay up, there's no doubt about it. This game, this weekend, regardless what gets said, because you know the likes of Ryan Fraser came out before and said that the game against Villa was must win. So if that was must win, goodness knows what this is. But it is so important to our survival chances. We simply have to pick up the points, because you look at our fixtures, you look at the games that are remaining, and the fact we still need, I would say, 3 or 4 good wins. You know, you're looking around, you're scratching your head, and you're looking at Burnley away, you're looking at this weekend's game, and possibly Sheffield United at home, which could have 10,000. Geordie's absolutely baying for Steve Bruce and his head on a platter. But you know, those will be the games, and maybe the final day showdown with Fulham, which will look good on the Sky cameras, won't it? Survival Sunday or whatever it is. The TV company would absolutely love that, to lap that up. But I'm looking for Newcastle to get the business done nice and bastard early, and stop putting us fans through the absolute fucking ringer. Because you know, it's one thing to watch Bruce Ball week in, week out. We play shite, not defensive, we play shite. But it's quite the other thing when we're playing shite and we're not using any of that Bruce luck and we're not getting the results. You know, when that Villa goal went in, I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I was ready to drop kick the fucking telly, slinging out in the bastard garden, stormed off in Piers Morgan style. Goodness me. But you know, we showed good character, as Steve Bruce would say, fight and determination to get the point. And it was a great goal, to be fair. Cross from Murphy, who should have started. I know we're hindsight and all that sort of thing. Absolutely beautiful, right bitch of a goal, that bang, back of the net. And it's just a shame that wasn't the winner, because obviously Murphy had came close previously when he came on and he'd struck the wood and everything. But yeah, you know, the old adage, you reap what you sow, and in appointing Steve Bruce, the powers that be at Newcastle sowed shit. So the chances are we'll get shit at the end of it. Shit that cost 6 million. 6 million bastard quid! Fucking hell. Lee Charnley, what are you sniffing, you glue sniffing bastard? 6 million quid. Who wrote the bastard cheque for that? Goodness me. Look forward to seeing the accounts coming out for Newcastle. I think it's beginning of May, I seem to remember. But that should make me interesting reading. But yeah, we come off the back of a draw. We come back off the fact that we've got 2 wins now in half a bastard season, and yet somehow in these remaining few games and these remaining few weeks of the season, we need 3, maybe 4 wins to secure Premier League football, but we've had 2 in half a season. I don't know where Bruce is getting this optimism from, where he's getting this, yeah, we'll be okay, quiet confidence, I think he puts it as. Because I am loudly bastard shitting myself. Well, you know what I mean. But yeah, this weekend it's a huge game. They've got a few players out. But I said that against Aston Villa and we still didn't take advantage of it, you know? And that's... These sort of games and that sort of opportunity. Villa without Grealish and co. They lost... was it... he was great for them. Was it Tio? Can't remember who it was now, but they lost another player who was quite influential during the game. You know, we failed to win against Wolves, and they are having one of them sort of meh seasons. So you look at the big picture, and you just hope and pray that, you know, the lads can get the result at the weekend, because there's no doubt they're trying for the shirt and stuff like that. But when you've got a left winger playing a striker is a left winger, and then you've got Joe Linton out on the right hand side, it's it's going to take divine intervention for us to be able to stay up with sort of logic like that. I know, Bruce, I know you said you do not do tactics, but come on, man, fucking hell, there's not doing tactics. And then there's the crazy shit that you're trying to pull off at the moment, and, you know, it's just absolutely mad. It perplexes me, some of the choices, like Emil Kraft still starting at right back when you've got Javier Manquillo on the bench, who is 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times the fucking right back that Emil Kraft is. He's absolutely, totally, nutty shite. Shelby's still getting the game, I don't know how. The Longstaff's getting nowhere near the first team, despite, if you look at the running stats, they consistently, when selected and chosen, are ranked about one of the highest, you know, for us. So I don't understand, why would you choose a lazy bastard over somebody who is at the very least going to graft and knows what's what? I don't know. I don't think Bruce knows. I think he's lost the absolute bastard plot. I really, really do. But he just can't afford, whatever he does, by whatever fucktardery it takes this weekend. We need underlined and in capitals the points, the 3 points, not the 1 point. The 1 point does nothing for us. By the time this game comes round, we could well be in the relegation zone if Fulham do the business against Leeds. Newcastle United will be in the bottom 3 coming into this weekend's set of fixtures. And if we lose this one, I honestly, I seem to say this every single time, but how can he stay in employment if he loses this game? If you look at the results, if you look at the wins, if you look at the league position, sure to God, even Lee Bastard Charnley with his specs that must be fucking painted because he can't see what's in front of the end of his nose, even he has got to make the decision to get rid of this absolute galah. It's probably too late, in all honesty. It probably is too late. But if we lose another one, sure to God, everyone, even a Sunderland supporter would say, look, the joke's gone on long enough. Get rid of the daft bastard. Send him packing. And to be honest, it's probably the best thing for him, because if it's true, the 10,000 supporters back for the Sheffield United game on the penultimate day of the season I pity Steve Bruce, because 10,000 Geordies could sound like 100,000 Geordies in there, being full blood, a year's worth of pent up emotion, frustration, confusion could well come to the surface. And I wouldn't pity Steve Bruce, because the thing is, he showed nothing but utter contempt for the fan base. So why we should feel any sort of sympathy towards him? I don't care if he's a nice man, this, that and the other. He is inept at managing our football club. It's as simple as that. And people are continuing to ask me, well, who would you have? Who's available? I'd take any fucker. I tell you what, I'd throw my hat. Not that I wear hats all the time and that sort of thing, but I will throw my proverbial hat into the ring, because I tell you something, even I would do a better job than Steve Bruce and his 20 years of experience and all that sort of bullshit. Yeah, absolutely craziness. But yeah, Brighton this weekend, they have got a few players injured. They've got worries and question marks. I think Lallana's a doubt, but they've got about 5 or 6 who are going to be out and injured. They will still play us off the park, there's no doubt about that, but I just hope that he makes a few right calls. I think we need to play round pegs in round holes. I'd like to see Gale or Carroll played up top. If Miggy's back, well, if he's fit and available, he'll go straight back into the squad. If not, why not try Murphy? He came on and had an immediate effect. And what I would say is, if this game isn't going our way, please, oh fucking please, do not leave it until the last 2 fucking minutes to be making changes. Don't let it go till the dregs of the game before making a change and being bold and going for it, because at this stage, Steve, narrow defeats count for jack shit. Draws don't do a great deal for us, but we need the 3 points. Go for it, get the goals, be proactive, take it to them. Try and do something. Try and give the fans a little bit of confidence that we can stay up, because everyone that I've spoken to, I'm getting pity of Leeds supporters, Barnsley supporters, Sheffield Wednesday fans. You know things are hard when you're getting that sort of thing. So yeah, I want a positive formation. I want changes to be made. I want Emil Kraft to be given a run out in the under 18s. That's how close I want him to that first team. He's been absolutely fucking garbage, absolutely useless. So hopefully Javier Manquillo comes in right back. We've got a decent selection of centre backs. Left back Paul Dummett, I thought had a decent game last time out. I think he'll continue there. Shelby needs to be dropped. I won't go into Shelby rant, because he's a bit like Marmite. You either love him or you don't, and I'm at the moment in that don't camp. I just think he doesn't do enough to justify his wages, doesn't do enough to justify his selection. So I would be tempted to bring one of the long staffs in, because the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing and expecting a different outcome. John Joe is a 1 in 10, 1 in 15 type player, and you know, he had a decent game recently, but then he disappears when you need him most, when you need his goal scoring influence most. He goes missing, and we simply can't afford it, because whether it's scrapping or whatever it is, we need to get the victory. It's all that matters. Newcastle get the victory. We hope that results go for us elsewhere. We've still got a game in hand on Fulham, and things will start looking a damn sight better than what they do currently. And you never know, it would be lovely to have a nice positive podcast as well for the Magpie 24/7 podcast, which will be out later on the weekend, because it's always better doing the positive ones, but it's just at the moment it's new ways that we're pissed off by Steve Bruce every single bastard weekend. So yeah, all eyes no doubt on the Fulham Leeds game that's coming up first of all on Friday night. We're all praying, I think, for a Leeds win on that one, and then into the Brighton game. I don't care whether it's a Modiame special or whether it's a Thunderbolt, or what it take, a 1-0 with a penalty kick, anything. This weekend, more than ever, and I've said this repeatedly, points with the S on the end, please, Steve Bruce, you mad bastard. Not positives. I don't want to hear about positives. I want to hear about points. I want to hear about Newcastle getting the 3 points and taking some bastard pressure off. Anyway, I hope that you will join us on the podcast, like I mentioned previously. It's doing really, really well. Thank you for your support on that. I know it's not great times, around the Newcastle United scene, so appreciate all the nice things that continue to be said about the Magpie 24/7 podcast. Like and subscribe to all of our channels. Obviously, the YouTube channel will be going live on in the summer fully. So yeah, that is something that we're very much looking forward to fully launching. Obviously, at the moment, we're just setting things up, ready, getting our selves done and dusted and ready, and graphics done, and in new intros, all of that sort of good stuff. Exciting things in the pipeline for the not too distant future. So yeah, happy days. Can't wait to be able to share some more news on that. Yeah, good times for Magpie 24/7. Hopefully good times for Newcastle United as well. Fingers crossed. Come on, lads, don't let us down. Jamal, drive those lads onto a 3 point. And whatever you do, whatever happens, whatever Steve Bruce says at half time, please ignore. Because goodness me, he's on a roll at the moment. That's all I shall say on that particular one. Anyway, stay safe, keep it tuned.